Looking at the side lanes here, looks like a Bankai as well. Stage slightly delayed, just making sure that if anyone invades, he's there to kind of back them up.
Nice stuff from Ying.
Oh,
So good. So he played level 1 perfectly.
committed the Petrify as well, right? Forced regen from Bankai and just applying pressure here. But yeah, that's 2 early spells from the EXP. Bankai also spent his Petrify there.
They had to trade Petrifies. Either that, Ying gets that full free push, no trade back, walks away, and then Bankai, he minimizes the amount of damage he's actually taking because of it. But now, I'm pretty sure he knows that Blink is nearby.
Yeah. And even if he doesn't, he kind of has to play like this anyway.
Oh, that's a Terrify. That's a 2v1. Perfectly executed there. Yeah, Blink did not show on map here so far, and that was just a quick pick-off 1-2 punch.
Man, that really sucks.
That's just a good way to break the tempo, because you're like, okay, for 2 minutes, we're not going to do anything. Fight Turtle. Immediately dies level 2, and it's like, oh, well, I wish this was Flying Clouds.
I wish this was Flying Clouds pretty bad as well. And Bankai, I think he's lost a full level at this point. Yep, level 4 to level 2. This is so devastating for him.
My God.
He's got a non-existent lane. K is already struggling against Stitch with no help whatsoever coming in because they have to fight for the upcoming neutral objective. Bright is going to be stretched out in places that he doesn't want to be, and Lena's doing a really good job at just slowing down rotations.
I gotta say, this is already a rude awakening for Team Zone. It's like, guys, we just got here, okay? we just went through wildcards. We just started the Swiss stage, and y'all play like this?
Yeah, they need definitely to take a breather, but because of the Yu Zhang's not level 4, they will... Oh, again, Blink now. He's all over the map. And YAGON Galacticos picks up another kill.
They've got to stop doing this. They know that there's a Hellcurt on the opposing team. With no information, he could literally be anywhere. Unless you have somebody that you're willing to sacrifice, you're not losing too much off of it, and there's honestly no problem with you just walking backwards, right? So I can't understand why there's such a big animosity as another kill comes through. Hellcurt is crushing it right now.
I mean, like, here's the thing. This is one of those things, right? How do you train against a Hellcurt? Because I'm pretty sure in scrims, not many people are showing off the Hellcurt, especially if it's your opponents. You kind of want to keep this under wraps.
Yeah, but then how do you communicate to the rest of your team, right? I think that once, especially if you're the support, you have to start communicating. I did not see him on the top side of the map. The likelihood that he's mid or down to the bot side should be enough for Bankai to make a choice. Either way, it's still going to be tough anyways, right? Stitch, he's even got a freeze. Yes, he's got a perfect freeze underneath his turret.
I gotta say, that usage ban, perfect.
I like that. I like Sky Piercer for Zushin though, so Lino really wants kills, but also keep in mind that Blink hasn't used his Dark Knight Falls here for the first, 3 minutes, so...
I mean, if he did, we couldn't see it, you know?
True.
Get it? True.
All right, John Cena lover, let's calm down. He's retired now. He's the 11th
He tapped out.
He tapped out. He's 9 seconds left for the next buff to actually spawn, but I don't see... I want to see whether YAGON Galacticos is going to decide to set up a dive, or are they going to really interrupt Joy's farming pattern?
Sorry, that was a tank, by the way. One Deadly Stinger, half HP.
Has the Heptacies, by the way.
Has the Heptacies. So, yay Blink.
Yay Blink. Wait, why are there so many people up here? Why aren't they clearing their bot side? Wait, hold on!
Oh, that's Zixora here. Looking... Oh, Dark Knight Falls finally committed. That's going to be Zixora caught! No jungler here, as the turtle will be free for Han. Now the Order of Brilliance has been used, so that's bad news for Kenny. Forced to use the Flicker AOG defensively as well. Now, do they have enough kits to re-engage? I don't think so, but that's the BDF spent from Bankai.
At this point, Team Zone's got to look for someone that has a clock, because they need to buy some time.
Yeah, I don't... Okay, if I'm in Team Zone's... Bankai.
Yes.
Oh, that's a Terrify. That's a damage.
Yes.
Oh, Bankai trying to hold on. But the overwhelm damage is enough.
He played it as good as he gets. Again,
That's not his fault.
It's not his fault. There's just a huge lead. Keep in mind that Blink is literally almost the exact same EXP as Ying.
Here's the thing, right? I feel like out of all the EXPs, if you're behind on a Yu Zhang, it's one of the worst feelings ever. There's some EXPs you don't mind playing from behind. Yu Zhang is not one of them.
Yeah.
Backhawk can relate. It's it's painful. It's really painful. You want to be proactive, but you don't have the numbers to do it. Oh, Cursed Helm purchase coming in from Hans. Wasn't expecting him to complete it.
100% kill for Blink, by the way.
Yeah, 5 kills. all towards the roamer, quote unquote. And here comes the mobility that the Baksha can provide already on top, trying to apply pressure. And it's just, what, 5 minutes, 3,500 goldie, that's massive.
Dude, and here's the thing, Zixora has to be the one absorbing those minions, so Bankai is just gonna get more behind.
Yeah.
This is an EXP leader's nightmare.
It's the worst. He's gonna have to like shift his build. He's gonna be like, okay, War Axe. No, don't even bother going for the Fury Hammer. Just go straight into tank items. There's just no other option that you have left.
Yeah. At this point, like he's hoping for them to clump up, and he gets a 5-man Petrify, and it gets out of that. I got 5 assists. I'm back in the game.
He's back in the game, and he'll be back real soon. But I just think that there's so many things that could go wrong, and there's so many negative like effects for Bankai getting into team fights. Like if he's in front of Hans, it's a bad matchup. Ying can just run away. Stitch doesn't really care, but luckily, oh, hold on.
No, that's a taunt, that's a Petrify. Sora finds the last turtles. Han trying to rotate around, get to safety. Order pop, that's a information. Uh-oh, Kenny forced to use a flicker. But take a look at Bright. Try to get OG out of his way, but cancelled by YG. K, Blazing Duet. Does he have enough damage? Not yet! No! Clutch terrifying. Almost there. Luckily, K has the BMI.
Yeah, even with the execute, it was extremely dangerous. Luckily, K's still alive after all of it. Bankai gets value out of that Petrify, and it may not be a 5-man, but it secured them the turtle, and that's a little bit of goal and EXP leaning back in towards Team Zone.
We gotta look at Dreadnought armors coming in soon, because look at items. Bankai, do you have a Dreadnought? Because even if you're gonna get bursted down, at least you can tell your team, hey, I tried. Okay, I had some armor. It's just not enough. Win rate? But it's pretty good. Because you can't surrender in the tournaments.
Oh.
He forgets he's in a tournament. Guys, we gotta surrender. They gotta savage. We gotta savage. We gotta end it here.
Oh no. But we're back in the game.
Yeah. So, we should really stop doing that. Jeez. We should let, when you get a savage, just continue the game and continue the game.
Yeah, like normal people.
Anyways, right now, looking at the bottom lane here, trying to give as much farm to K as possible, but you're sacrificing one. Blink! Oh my
goodness. And Dark Knight falls, but it seems like Zixora will be able to mark Link down, finds the shutdown, but they lost K.
Okay.
That's the big 10G.
That's a big 10G.
10G.
You can't take that away from him. And honestly, really good movement. At any point of time, if he just didn't react fast enough, he could have gotten his ankles broken.
Dude, you know what? Maybe tomorrow, people will just play fighters again. Because they're like, what is it?
Oh, that's going to be the shot here from Bright. Great timing. That's going to the back. Penny looking to find Havoc. That's going to be the Baksha finding the Lord. Oh, Sora again. Finding 2 kills. Zone, they got the 2 kills. But Yangon got the Lord.
I would say it's worth it, right? You can have the Lord. It's going to come back.
Yep.
But we're going to kill you, which you will also come back.
Yep.
I think sooner than the Lord, by the way.
I think that the initial mistake here was the fact that they want to sit on top of the Lord. I don't think they need to sit on top of the Lord. They need to get resources out of Team Zone, right? Like the Black Dragon form doesn't matter as much here, especially if you know you're not wanting to take the neutral, but you just want to fight. And generally speaking, YAGON Galacticos, they decided, you know what, it's already this low, let's just take it, and then we're going to respawn and we're going to go for the full push.
Looking at the items here, finding a Dreadnought, and it looks like Bankai will have some form of magic resist because the Jushin as well as the Hive is becoming a problem. With 1,200 lead in the gold lane, that Holy Crystal is going to be completed quite soon. And usually this doesn't matter, but this time it does. 2,000 gold difference between roamers.
Question about the mid laners. With the recent updates onto Genius One, do you think it's, you know, first item rushable? Because again, you can see that it's very common to see either Genius One or Lightning Truncheon being picked up in a lot of these scenarios, but it's about that glowing wand. First or second for you?
Honestly, I prefer Lightning if I want to go for that. Oh, no.
He dies?
The man 10G will have to fall here. And at least Yangon is able to relief off pressure top lane.
Gideon, it was 1v4. And he was chain CC.
Yeah.
He was. I don't blame the chain CC. I'm just surprised Ying did that much. I thought that Zixora would at least be brought down to 60%. I wasn't expecting 100-0.
Doesn't really want to commit to this yet. They will trigger the passive in the bottom side, though, and they will take their time here. Yangon understands that, hey, no rush.
And that's the way slow and steady wins that race. And if they're able to break those holy shieldings across the inhibitors, that's going to help set them up for the upcoming Lord, which is about to spawn in 45 seconds.
But we do got to say, Team Zone, whenever they do go for a team fight, it actually looks pretty solid. And they are scaling up because right now it is 11 minutes of the game and Trinity has been built here. So it's not the worst thing in the world for Team Zone because they still have avenues going for them here. Zixora as well with that Wishing Lantern. They can't kill Han because Han is the only front line here and they've built enough forms of penetration to deal with that. Ying kinda, tanky, but it's harder to track him.
Yeah, I think right now for Yangon, as well as Team Zone, I think that initial impact on that team fight, it has to count for something. If they don't find any impact at all and use resources, they just got,
You can't face check like that, Bunkai. YG again in the bottom side again. Blink just so on point and precise. 2 members off the board while the Lord is up. This is not good for Zone.
Dude, this makes me so mad because they're playing such a good Hellcare game. Like, it's not just Blink. It's everybody else to sell the idea that he's not there. It's so obnoxious.
They're making it look like this is dangerous grass.
Yeah.
That's like, all of a sudden, the grass looks much greener here. Maybe it's my color blindness, but either ways, team.
Like, would you blame Kay for dying there? I wouldn't, because I was like, you literally saw 4 people. What's the odds that he's gonna be in Tri-Bush down on the opposite side?
Oh, here's the thing, even if you know, Hellcut's pretty fast.
He's pretty fast. He is pretty quick. He's quick with it, and he's also he's already built a Rose Gold. Dear Lord.
Bro, so annoying.
He's gonna skew the stats by saying he's the highest damage as a roamer.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, like his roamer stats will be unreal.
It's gonna be so funny. He's like being compared EXP laners. Han?
Yeah, they want to defend this mid lane turret. Han. Oh, 2-man petrify, no clear down. Follow up. No! Okay, the back, finding the Lunox. Bunkai repositions Zixora. Whitelo still able to get out. The EMI, though, will get back to safety. That's a defense on the mid, a valuable one.
Oh, that's really unfortunate because Kay should have died there, but the auto ended up going into the turret rather than to Kay. Just missed it by half a second. Unfortunate for YG, but it's not over.
Coming forward, spot. Taken down. Zixora will fall for nothing.
You know what? I changed my mind. Ying has got me feeling some type of way on that Benedetta. That was sick. That was great timing.
I'm speechless, dude.
EXPs are great.
Yangon is oh my goodness, like teams for the wildcards not having a good day today.
They really aren't.
Definitely, man. The last turret here will fall from the side of Zone. Bunkai and friends trying to hold on, trying to delay the game here while waiting Zixora to get back up, but Yangon, they make it look so simple playing this game.
Oh, they really do.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm gonna wait in this bush, and trust me when I say someone will walk by. And being 9-1 and 3, you can one-shot anyone.
I swear to God, if I go into a public game and somebody says that to me when playing Hellcrit, I'd be upset. I'll be upset for sure. Because look at Blink, he's always in these weird off angles. And now it's starting to trigger some pattern recognition, and I hope that Team Zone starts figuring out that his usual spots, mid lane brush, tri-lane brush, and also lane brush, whether it be upper into the enemy territory or your own.
I gotta say, if I was K, I think he'd be like, I wish I was a Lapu Lapu. Right? At least I can do something.
Yeah.
Because let me just tell you folks, it's kind of unfun if you just get one-shotted every time.
No, yeah.
I've been one-shotted a few times, and I'm a roamer. I can tell you guys, it's not fun.
It is not great. It is not great at all. But now that this comp is finally fully scaled with the help of Stitch, Lord, non-factor, non-issue. Where did it go? Disappeared in under 10.
Yeah, definitely here. No contest as well, and potentially with this Lord, this might be the final push that, again, allow Yangon to rise.
It's going to be difficult. 8,000 goalie here for YAGON Galacticos. I mean, At least there's no bushes inside of the base. And maybe it will be more difficult for Blink to go in, or Blink just goes in and then, you know, just gets a Savage with their second skill.
And then they surrender immediately after. I think that right now, as this Lord is about to push in, I'm curious about the items, but the fight's about to start.
Let's see with the Lord here, quite healthy in the mid lane. That's going to be the Order of Brilliance pop. Uh-oh, that's going to be them trying to hold on here. Zone, can they do it? That's the Benedetta final blow in the bid. That's going to be Bankai trying to hold on. Two-man knockup, but it's not enough. Now, YG trying to hold on as Stitch is still alive. The damage is there. The magic power will not go further. It's a 1-for-1 in Zone. They have defended.
Now that was a clutch unbreakable buy that got to Kacha, stopping the Harvey in his tracks. And again, this Harvey is going for Flicker, not Purify. Okay, so now at least Bright can deal with the damage of Blink. And noticeably, Blink is 9-1 and 3.
Yes.
That means he was not able to find any angles to actually jump in and kill anyone.
Yep.
Well, but, okay.
This is the hardest part about the YAGON Galacticos comp. Finishing off the game is not going to ever be easy because you're basically doing it 4v5. So the only time we're expecting Team Zone to actually finally lose this game is either they get backdoored, or B, where we see the Hellcrit having to fight around the Lord Pit. And that's the most ideal scenario for YAGON Galacticos.
Yeah, quick look at the items here. Quite a lot of damage items for Ying on this one. With the Sea Halberd, Malefic, Roar, as well as the Blade of Heptases. And you can say, you know, Rose Gold as an offensive, defensive kind of item. Full build here by the Hellcrit.
Already full, right? Also, the Zushin here, even on 2 kills, still holding on to that Sky Piercer.
I mean, like, here's the thing. Shout out to Team Zone. They push us all the way to almost 18 minutes of the game. So at least now, everyone is full build. So now it's just all pure skill.
And I think that so far, a lot of skill has been shown from either side. A lot of resilience coming in from Team Zone. And the YAGON Galacticos are playing their game to a T. They know they cannot force certain types of scenarios. And it really makes me wonder, how many games in scrims did they play Hellcrit and just ruin a team's day?
All of them.
Every single one that they've ever experienced.
At least one.
Since December, they've been practicing Hellcrit every hour of every day.
I mean, like, here's the thing. Still 100% win rate
6 for
in
6.
Season 2 of Myanmar's MSL.
So that's a very impressive stat. That's the BDF already spent, though. YG can utilize and capitalize this. Hellcrit is on the bottom side of the map, just trying to expand, and yeah, Team Zone is forced to react.
How smart are the YAGON Galacticos?
Pretty.
It feels like their fight IQ and their macro is it's just immaculate, right? Just give it a moment. Claude's gonna show up. If he doesn't get one shot, they're gonna back off.
Okay. I think Kate does have the Wind of Nature.
Jumps in. Blink. Oh, PMI placing duets. Dark Knight falls.
Yep.
Hey, wins this time. Now it's a 5v4. K is not in the vicinity, though. YG trying to back away. Bankai takes a lot of heat there. Kenny still able to dish out damage in that position. Bright with the conceal. Looks for a taunt. Great dodge there by Lina. Zone trying to reposition. Petrify! Yang! Finds the angle. And down goes Bankai as well. Stitch is in trouble. But down goes Kenny. Now focusing on the Lord K. Trying to shut Lina down. Finds it, but Han, clutch retribution. They got it.
If he still has the Blazing Duet, I feel like K could have just dropped them all, but again, has to use it to deal with Blink. Right now, K is looking pretty good. Buys the Winter Crown. YAGON Galacticos. It's only Bright and K. I think the race is gonna take some time.
K's just gotta fight. He's just gotta fight. Everything he's got.
Final blow pops in the mid lane. Yes! Crown, Blazing Duet, try to clear. Do they have enough time? Han is in the picture, but K shuts Yang down. But ladies and gentlemen, one team will rise to the 1-0 seed, and it will be YAGON.